Coming up on Inside California Education, a new partnership in Los Angeles is providing much-needed housing to community college students who have experienced homelessness. Tour a former hostel that's been transformed into student housing with access to dining, therapy, and counseling.
Our youth are coming to us with so much complex trauma, and so our staff is helping them to unpack that, to cope with it.
Plus, discover how an organization called Umoja is supporting African American students and beyond at dozens of community colleges across California.
I walked into the center, was greeted by a couple of Umoja workers there, and I was like, I just love the vibe in this center.
Meet students from Contra Costa College who are taking part in the NASA Aerospace Scholars Program. See how the space agency creates missions to prepare students for careers in science, technology, engineering, and math. And explore California's new College Corps program. It provides a way for thousands of college students to pay for college by performing community service work.
So this program is really focused on dealing with the student debt crisis by providing debt-free pathways for those who are willing to earn it by serving their community.
It's all coming up next on Inside California Education.
Funding for Inside California Education is made possible by
the California Lottery has been reliably raising additional money for public education for decades, more than $41 billion since voters created the lottery in 1984.
And that's the reason why California Lottery exists. It's why we do what we do and work so hard to do it.
Thank you, California. Our schools appreciate your support.
Imagine a credit union where school employees are treated like the heroes you are. At Schools First Federal Credit Union, everything we do starts with helping school employees and their families live better today and plan for tomorrow. Learn more at schoolsfirstfcu.org.
The Stewart Foundation, improving life outcomes for young people through education.
ScholarShare 529, California's state-sponsored, tax-advantaged 529 college savings plan designed to help pay for the cost of higher education.
Additional funding for Inside California Education is made possible by these organizations supporting public education.
In the heart of Los Angeles, amidst the towering skyscrapers and the lights of Hollywood, sits another bright spot on a hill called Dunamis House. This is home to more than 50 students in the Los Angeles Community College District, and it is where they are preparing for a successful future.
Journalism. So I go to school and I'm studying journalism I want to become a TV sports broadcaster and also do something with real estate.
So I want to do something to kind of motivate foster youth as well, like a youth advocate.
These students have a lot in common besides big dreams. Before moving into Dunamis House, a renovated architectural gem with walls intentionally painted with flowers and inspirational quotes, each of these students experienced homelessness.
You know, we have an incredible team of people who are passionate about the intersection of what it means to struggle with housing and food and get through college.
Sam Prater is the founder of Ellie Room and Board. It's part of a multi-million-dollar pilot program through the Los Angeles Community College District to support students experiencing homelessness. Sam runs 3 large homes for students, including Dunamis House, with 24-hour live-in staff providing a continuum of care and access to health and social services, as well as guidance and direction. Make no mistake, Dunamis House is not a shelter. It is a sanctuary made up of resilient students in pursuit of their college degree.
Our youth are coming to us with so much complex trauma. And so our staff is helping them to unpack that, to cope with it, to turn trauma into, and turn pain into purpose and the like. And so that's the real work.
Sam knows what he's talking about. He is one of 14 kids whose mother died suddenly when he was only 11 years old. Sam dropped out of high school at 16 and experienced homelessness. At 23, Sam was ready for change. He earned his GED at his local community college in Detroit and then turned his energy towards getting a college degree.
That is when my life changed. And I swear by it. Like college changed me, and the experiences that I had there opened up my eyes to the world. And so now I'm passionate about sort of like make sure that everyone else can see and unlock the power and the potential and the promise of higher education.
I understand fully the students. I am the students that we serve. So when there's an opportunity to put in supports, policies, resources that will help to serve the unhoused, in this particular case, it's deeply personal.
Dr. Francisco Rodriguez is chancellor of LACCD, the largest community college district in the state of California, with more than 200,000 students across 9 college campuses. More than half of the students are housing insecure, something Dr. Rodriguez is fighting hard to change.
I know that in one generation, education can have transformational impact on a student, on their family, and on the neighborhoods that they come from. This idea that education is the greatest accelerant towards social and economic mobility, that education should be accessible, affordable, and available to all persons who walk through our door, irrespective of citizenship status, age, ethnicity, zip code, color of skin, who they love. They should be welcomed and embraced when they come through our doors. So I just have this unflappable belief that education is the solution.
And back at Dunamis House, named for the family that stepped in to help Sam's family when his mother passed away, excitement is everywhere. Sam's first 23 students under LA Room and Board just graduated. The current students living here are ready to serve others and themselves by paying it forward.
Just keep going and don't look back. There's nothing back there. Only look forward because there's more to come.
The bad things don't last forever. Like, it does get better, and like just keep that positive mindset, because what you believe will happen.
And what I know is that all of us have the capacity to make deep impact. What I know in my soul is that like the positivity that you sow, the good that you sow in people, there is a bountiful and positive harvest, period. That I know in my soul.
Experts say California's housing crisis is impacting higher education. 1 in 5 students at California community colleges report experiencing homelessness at some point during the academic year, according to a recent memo. At four-year universities, the cost of housing often exceeds tuition. At a CSU, 53% of the total cost of attending college went to housing, while 28% went to tuition and fees. UC students spend an average of 45% on housing and 39% on tuition and fees.
So Umoja is a community of students and scholars who believe in transformative education for African American students and other students, primarily in the California community college system, but also we identify as a global organization. We have partnerships in the state of Washington and beyond.
Dominique serves as the Chief Communications and External Affairs Officer of Umoja, located on community college campuses throughout California. Umoja members say that being a part of this program gives students a sense of belonging, addresses educational barriers, and helps students reach their full potential. They say their goal is to educate the whole student body, mind, and spirit.
We live in a world where essentially every system is set up to fail our students, and not just as students, just to fail as people. I think that the way that our academic system is set up, we have gone many years without being seen. And so many people have struggled, whether they're getting an AA degree or a 4-year degree or a PhD or an EDD. They've struggled and they've worked very hard in systems where they have not been seen at all.
Umoja changed my college experience because at times when I may have had a professor that weighed on me mentally, Umoja gave me a place where I could vent that out and refocus my attention on what the ultimate goal was. And so if I go into a program that has no reflection of my own life experiences, how am I ever going to be able to see myself as someone that has value and can successfully be whoever that is?
So on the average campus where there is an Umoja program, Umoja is the hub for African American and other students. In addition to that, they have a coordinator that's there on that campus that serves them, that provides them with tutoring, mentoring, and other resources, connecting them to resources that are there on that campus. There are also faculty members that specifically teach our Umoja students in a variety of disciplines.
I walked into the center, was greeted by a couple of Umoja workers there, and I was like, I just love the vibe in the center. They had study rooms in the back. I think just seeing excellence around and being in that environment, it kind of changed my perspective and brought the best out of me.
Umoja says it not only impacts students from the African diaspora, but it aims to foster a community environment for all students.
So Umoja does not just impact or care about African American students. I remember telling people, they was like, can I be an Umoja? I'm not black, you know, because that's how they said it. And I was like, we don't care if you're black or not. You can be any race you want to. We care that you care about us as a people and a culture. Like, that's the goal. It's not about displacing ourselves from others.
So my philosophy is that all of us, in some way or form, come from the motherland, have been influenced by Africa. We have a shared culture here in the United States, and where people are invited to better understand what Black culture is, what African culture is, and we're not an organization that discriminates. Because a lot of times people outside of our organization see how we build community, and they want more of that. They want to know, how is it that they're transforming the way that students think about education in the classroom, but also engaging them culturally.
We have to organize, but I would tell them that Umoja can really give you a chance to understand not only who you are, but why you are.
Parents and those who have influence over young people, the thing that I would say is that when you are thinking about your child's educational future, do not underestimate the power of a community college. Do not underestimate the power of that knowing that that student will walk into a campus where somebody cares for them, especially if there is an Umoja program there.
Still ahead on Inside California Education, a new California program aims to reduce student loan debt by providing college students with volunteer opportunities. It's called College Corps, and it pays students for their community service. But first, discover how NASA is partnering with community colleges, like this one in Contra Costa County, to inspire students to pursue STEM careers.
It's been a really good experience that I'm still learning from, and I'm probably going to take these skills elsewhere.
Sergio Gonzalez is a student at Contra Costa Community College who's enrolled in an out-of-this-world opportunity.
When I heard NASA, I thought it'd be a good opportunity not only to challenge myself a bit with group work, since I'm not too keen on it, but also to kind of expand the opportunities I already have.
It's called the NASA Community College Aerospace Scholars Program, or NCAS. The one at this college in San Pablo is part of a nationwide program offering a blended learning opportunity, a 5-week online course, and an exclusive NASA experience where the students gain insight into NASA's unique missions and diverse workforce. They also get access to world-class NASA facilities.
The goal of the program is really to broaden a student's perspective on both themselves and the potential fields they could go into. It's an extraordinary opportunity.
John Chalesia is the Dean of Astronomy, Physics, Engineering, and Computer Science, who helps oversee the NCAS program and was instrumental in bringing the program to the college.
It's a long time coming, and we are so happy to bring it to the community.
Contra Costa College is one of only 7 community colleges in California chosen by NASA and is the only Northern California campus to offer the program. A majority of the students are taking STEM classes focused on science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. It's designed to guide students in developing their talents, interests, and passion to pave the way to a future specializing in one or more of those skills. The final portion of the program involves an engineering design challenge, where the remaining students are divided into 4 teams.
Each team is a company, and they're trying to get NASA to use them to build this part to go to Moon or Mars.
The teams compete against each other using Legos to build model NASA rovers.
There's the hands-on of the actual putting together the robot and modifying it. There's the hands-on of the programming the robot to do whatever in the testing. And they've got certain tasks to achieve. So it takes a dedication.
Yeah, I would say we only got like about 36 hours within the span of 4 days. So it was a bit of a time constraint on us, but it was something that did push us to the point where we were able to do it and we were able to find ways of solving the issues we had.
They're learning real-life skills. There's communication, there's planning, there's working together with different types of people, delegating responsibilities. So now they're learning to be on a team.
I mostly spent time building and designing the robot and coding it. I've never actually had a coding position, so working in such a manner, it was interesting because I thought, oh, maybe I can't really do it yet, but seeing now that I am capable of it, I just needed to learn to push myself.
I didn't know what I was getting into. And it was grueling, but it was so worth it.
Unlike the other STEM students, Maria Suabe is pursuing an education in early childhood development. So why did she enroll in this program?
I'm an early childhood educator. So I was like, okay, I want to do it for my kids, why not? If I'm going to be a teacher, I better go and train myself first before I teach the children.
Oh, wait.
I think what's really important is that one can easily think of scientists in general or NASA people as a bunch of geniuses. And I think that really breaks that barrier. It's about showing up, it's about hard work, and it's about passion.
I feel very fortunate to have taken it here. I hope that I can inspire other people to come and try it. Don't be afraid of it and just go for the program. It's really, 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 really exciting to be in it.
At the end of the day, everyone did win something because we got the experience out of it.
It's more than a robotic competition. It's touching them deeper than that. It's almost been surprising to see just how much it's affected them. It's one of those things where if you do climb a mountain, it's hard and every step can be challenging, especially near the end, but they need that perseverance to say, I'm going to stay as long as it takes, we're going to get it done. I'm going to look back at the mountain and say I climbed it.
What does it take to become an astronaut? Since the 1960s, NASA has only selected 350 people to train as astronaut candidates to explore space. The basic requirements include United States citizenship, master's degree in a STEM field, 2 years of related professional experience, 1,000 hours of pilot in command time in a jet aircraft, must pass the NASA long-duration spaceflight physical, which includes requirements such as visual acuity correctable to 20/20 in each eye.
You guys ready to go? Ready to work? Good to see you. How are you? Hey, how are you? Good to see you.
Teamwork and hard work are the lessons being learned today at this Sacramento elementary school. But the students learning these lessons aren't in elementary school, they're California college students, part of a new College Corps volunteer program. Volunteer student leaders from community colleges and four-year schools across the state are in California's capital for a retreat and an opportunity to give back to the community by planting trees at David Reese Elementary School.
We want you to find purpose in your life through this program.
Josh Friday is California's Chief Service Officer, overseeing the state's volunteer programs, including this one. College Corps is focused on giving back to the state through volunteering.
You are helping your community now. It's a win for your community. We're saying to a whole new generation of Californians, if you're willing to serve your community, we're going to help you pay for college. So for those students who commit to serve for a year while they're in school, we give them $10,000 towards their education. We're looking for young people who want to create change, who want to make the world a better place, who have financial need, but also want to be connected in their community. So we have over 10,000 people apply for those 3,000 slots.
One of the students here today is Lee Marcel McDowell, studying business administration at Glendale Community College. For Lee Marcel, this program provides financial help, but just as importantly, an opportunity to give back to the community.
Finances get really, really tough when it comes to getting your school supplies and books and things like that. So it does help with that. And just, everyday living situations. Like, it helps me with not only with my schooling, but just for like gas and trying to get back and forth to class and volunteering.
As part of his College Corps commitment, Lee Marcel helps with food distribution at the Glendale Community College CARES program.
We don't realize how blessed we are, and we take things for granted. So that motivates me every single day to get up and to come help volunteer. As a kid growing up, I used to hear this word all the time: you have a heart of gold. I never knew what that understood because I came from a really broken background. I didn't have both parents growing up, so I was really lost. But I knew deep down inside, if you treat people the way you want to be treated, you can go really far in life, and just a simple smile can change someone else's day.
The program is also open to dreamers, undocumented students who were brought to the U.S. as children. Carla Martinez is a Glendale Community College student and a dreamer in the program.
We lived there in Oaxaca with my grandmother, and after she had passed away, we moved to America, and we've been here ever since. And I don't remember much because I was 3 years old, so I grew up here, and I call this my home. You have filled out the form, correct?
Yeah.
I'm very grateful for College Corps. It's a very unique program, and it's really, really helping our Dreamer students succeed and continue that pursuit of higher education. A lot of Dreamer students, especially during the pandemic, we saw that their enrollment rate in colleges had dropped.
Community colleges across California are working to rebound from a significant enrollment drop. At the same time, student completion rates continue to be very low. One factor, many students struggle with paying for housing, food, and basic needs. Ideally, the program support offered here can help ease that financial burden that forces some students to drop out.
This is a key program for all Californians, but here's what we know. We know we're facing a student debt crisis that's saddling our young people with debt. So this program is really focused on dealing with the student debt crisis by providing debt-free pathways for those who are willing to earn it by serving their community.
There's something else happening in the College Corps program too. The program offers a path for volunteers to hone their leadership skills. Those skills are on display today back at that Sacramento elementary school.
It benefits the state in a huge way. First of all, we're graduating our next generation with less debt, which means that they can contribute more to our economy moving forward. They're also providing really meaningful work. They're tutoring and mentoring our kids. They're helping us deal with the climate action issues and helping us protect our state. They're also serving in our food banks, so they're providing a real need.
Organizers are hoping initial successes help this program take root for long-term sustainability.
What we're also creating is a whole new generation of Californians who are going to have the tools and now the skills to work with people from very different backgrounds and very different perspectives to solve our problems, to find common solutions in our communities.
That's it for this edition of Inside California Education. If you'd like more information about the program, log on to our website, insidecaled.org. We have videos from all of our shows, and you can connect with us on social media. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on Inside California Education.
We are LA Room and Board.
Families in need.
Funding for Inside California Education is made possible by
the California Lottery has been reliably raising additional money for public education for decades, more than $41 billion since voters created the lottery in 1984.
And that's the reason why California Lottery exists. It's why we do what we do and work so hard to do it.
Thank you, California. Our schools appreciate your support.
Imagine a credit union where school employees are treated like the heroes you are. At Schools First Federal Credit Union, everything we do starts with helping school employees and their families live better today and plan for tomorrow. Learn more at schoolsfirstfcu.org.
The Stewart Foundation, improving life outcomes for young people through education.
ScholarShare 529, California's state-sponsored, tax-advantaged 529 college savings plan, designed to help pay for the cost of higher education.
Additional funding for Inside California Education is made possible by these organizations supporting public education.